How was Kyrie Irving's tenure in Boston?
Oh, Shakespearean. It was like a Shakespearean tragedy because you could see all the things it could have been. Like to this day, I haven't checked lately. I used to check every year after Kyrie left Boston, and I would check his assist total and look at his efficiency numbers and see if he topped his first year in Boston. But if you look at his numbers, his first couple of years in Boston, especially that first year, he played some of his best basketball of his career in Boston. Assist totals were, I don't think, were ever higher than they were in Boston. Um, when he got out of his own way, he was tremendous. Not only played 60 games that first year, he got hurt, and that was a year he gets hurt. The team goes, and this is part of the problem too. I'm not going to put it all on him. He was a big part of it, but I'm not going to put it all on him. He came in, the city embraced him immediately. He embraced the city. He plays the first 60 games. They were great games. He was awesome. But then he got hurt. The team went to game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals without him.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown in his second year, Jason Tatum as a rookie, Terry Rozier, Marcus Smart, that group. Already Gordon Hayward is out, so he's not a factor in that. And these guys, at one point in game 7, Tatum dunks on LeBron and then bumps him on the way by. They're all excited that they're going to go to the NBA Finals way ahead of schedule without Kyrie. And then it didn't happen. So when Kyrie comes back healthy, Gordon Hayward is making his way back. They expect to just resume where they were, but these young guys are like, hey, we went to game 7 without y'all. I don't want to be a backup anymore. Terry Rozier didn't want to be a backup point guard. Tatum had gone to another level, felt like he'd gone to another level as a rookie. Jaylen Brown did too. So that team was probably the most dysfunctional team that of the Danny Ainge, Brad Stevens era. And Kyrie just shut down on people. He shut down on his teammates. He shut down on the staff. Somebody told me the other day, you'll love this. Now I heard this from a good source, but somebody told me the other day that there was one of the assistant coaches used to keep a daily notebook. How was Kyrie an asshole today? And so but he had a lot of information on it. And so it's too bad because if Kyrie had just relaxed a bit, if he had just relaxed and let things come to him, that was a hell of a team, man. Think about those names I just mentioned.
Yeah.
Just I didn't even get into Al Horford was on the team too. So you take Gordon Hayward out of it, you've got Kyrie, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown with a role player like Al Horford, another role player like Marcus Smart. Are you kidding me? Pretty good squad. But that's why I said I wouldn't put it all on Kyrie because I think Danny Ainge looked at that team and he was not quite satisfied either. His idea was he wanted to pair Kyrie with Anthony Davis. So it's not like, hey, this is the team. We're going to watch this team grow and we're going to win multiple championships. He had some chips. And I think he really, really was fascinated. Danny always was fascinated with Anthony Davis, and he wanted to pair those guys together.
How was Kyrie with the media? Because I think his tenure in Brooklyn was polarizing. There were some battles. And then now you see him in Dallas and everything seems to be going so smoothly. How was he with the media in Boston?
He was great at first. It's just like his tenure here. He was great at first. I remember his some of his first press conferences, and he was very generous. And you can see it. He can be thoughtful. He can be charismatic. He could be funny. And so he was all of those things in the beginning. And then something switched. And he just decided, hey, this is not for me.
Yeah.
He was not happy. He was not happy with Boston. And then when the speculation started, and it was correct speculation right around the All-Star break of his second year, he's seen talking with Kevin Durant, and their speculation was, hey, these guys are trying to plot. They're going to team up and they're going to play together. And he took great issue with that. Oh, you don't know what I'm trying to do. And that's exactly what he was trying to do. And that started the foundation of the Brooklyn championship aspiration. Kyrie and Kevin Durant starting some kind of renaissance in Brooklyn. So after that point, after the All-Star break of his second year, he didn't talk to anybody. They had a long time. The Celtics do. He just retired this year after 43 years. A longtime broadcaster named Mike Gorman, who was a legend in New England. Everybody likes Mike Gorman. Mike Gorman is not a hot taker. He's not a slasher. He loves the Celtics. He grew up in Dorchester. I mean, he really loves the Celtics. But Kyrie stopped talking to him. He wouldn't even talk to him. He lost faith in Danny Ainge. He lost faith in Brad Stevens. So he left.